Today we're going to do some more comic books. So I've got one that was a ToyUSA comic book mystery box. I think there's like 10 comics in here. I think it was like around $30 plus shipping. It's probably about $40 or so for this box. If I remember correctly, it was a cheaper mystery box. There was no really big hits in it. You're pretty much getting like, I think it's 10 for pretty much like $3 a book, $4 a book with shipping, I think it was. So you're pretty much paying like cover price for these books. And then people ask me from time to time, what comics do I buy for my personal collection? And I have two pickups here that I got off of eBay. So I'm excited to see these that I actually bought for my personal collection for investment purposes. Then I've also got this mystery box. So actually we'll do the mystery box first, since that I have no clue what could actually be in this box. But yeah, I think it was like around like $40 shipped, in that range for this. Each one included like a picture one hit. But the picture one hits, I think the biggest one was maybe the first full appearance of Carnage, Spider-Man number, I'm bad with the numbers. Spider-Man number, I don't remember, 381, something like that. 381, does that sound right? The first full appearance of Carnage, 381, I think. That kind of sounds right. I might be off on that though. But I think that was like one of the bigger hits in this box, which is like a $100 book or so. This is more just if you want to just get some comics that maybe you've never read before. Oh, come on, man. Peanuts, really? You want to get this like peanut stuff in with the comics? Come on. That's not cool, ToyUSA. I wouldn't do that. But anyway. Yeah, I don't like when they use these peanuts. Just use bubble wrap or brown paper. Nobody likes these peanuts. I know. I complain about it every single time. And ToyUSA, they actually hear about it from a lot of people, not just me, that we don't want these peanuts in our mystery boxes. They just make a mess. And they get into stuff that you're buying. So, here we go, the stack of books. I know. No more complaining about peanuts, at least in this video. So I don't know if they're by order of top to bottom in terms of best hits or not. I'm not too sure. Trying not to damage any of them. Okay, here we go. Looks like the bottom one is Bagged and Boards. That's probably going to be my best hit then. First one, we've got Steel Town Rockers. #1 in a 6-issue series. Oh, look at the back of this one. Double zap your zits. Look at that ad. Some of the fun thing about comic books is look at the old ads in them. Like, you don't see ads like this anymore in magazines and comic books and TVs. You just don't see them anymore. This came out back in 1990. Yeah, I've never read this one. I don't even know much about it, but it actually is a Marvel comic. Next, cool cover on this. Marvel Comics #1. It says June Shadow Riders. Let's see, this came out 1993. So June of 93 for this one. Cool one. Let's see. This one is a free comic from Free Comic Book Day. Got Revival, Guardian the Globe, and It Girl. And so it's like just a combination, look like, of 6 different comic books and this one book from Free Comic Book Day. So, yeah, they put in my box a comic book that was free, that you didn't have to pay for. So it's kind of cheesy. You know, you shouldn't put in a book that was free, that you got as free in this. Anyway, no complaining. The peanuts were enough complaining. Marvel, Sergio Aragonés Gru. I've never heard of this one. Interesting looking one. This says this one is from September 19th of, this is a 75 center, 1986. Okay, next one. Number 75 center is called 2010. I've never heard of that one. Yeah, so these basic comics, these are honestly comics that you'd find in like quarter boxes that you could get at most comic book stores for like 25 cents. That's actually not a joke. The first 5 comics you can get for 25 cents a piece. Because if you go to like a comic book shop, they'll have like your dollar boxes and quarter boxes. These would actually be in quarter boxes. So yeah, this is like $1.25 worth of books right there. So hopefully my big hit's actually worth a little more than like a quarter. So the Avengers versus the X-Men limited series. This is actually a little bit better one right here. This is actually probably more like $1 book, honestly. This one came out in 2011. That's probably like $1 book. So we can say probably right now we're looking at maybe as high as $2.50 to $3. Okay, I don't want to see what my big hit is yet. Cover that up. We got Jason Kreider, Toy Boy. Never heard of this one. Yeah, this is also a quarter book. So probably the first, maybe it wasn't 10 books. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, so eight books. Okay, so only 8 books. So these first books here, you can actually say 25, 50, 75, $1.50, $2.50. I'll be nice to say these books here are probably worth about $3. All together, about $3. So hopefully this one's worth a little bit more. This one's bagged and boarded, so this should be a little bit of a better hit. I'll show you first before I look at it. Hopefully it's good. Oh, cool. Okay, so it's signed by Jim Lee, Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder. Not for sale, promotional use only. This is another free book that didn't cost anything to buy. So, not for sale, promotional use only book, DC Comics. Let's actually look this up, see how much this thing might be worth. So, I found one that sold back in November, graded 9.2. This is probably going to be 9.2, 9.4. That sold for $52. Let's see. That's the only one. This one is the promo sketch variant. That's the only one that I see on eBay that's sold the past 90 days. That is it. One comic. So graded 9.2. It sold for $50. This one is signed by Jim Lee, but it's not actually authenticated. But you could say this book is probably worth about $50 if I try to sell it. So this book actually was a pretty nice hit. It actually paid for more than the entire box. So I understand now why the rest of the box was full of quarter books and like $1 book, was because this hit was actually a pretty nice hit. So it's actually how ToyUSA does it. If your main hit, Pops or comics, is like a decent hit, the rest of your stuff will be very, very inexpensive items. So I get it why these are like quarter books, because that was actually a nice hit. I'm happy with that box, actually. I was a little worried there going through those comics, but yeah, that final box, it's a nice hit. Now I've got 2 pickups from eBay. So I do purchase comics on eBay. Sometimes I buy them graded. Sometimes I buy them raw. Just depends on, value, if I want them graded or not. So I have an idea of what these might be, but I don't know which one is going to be in which box. But I'm excited to actually see these. And these will be going straight into my collection as like investment purposes, because everybody collects to invest, You don't buy stuff to lose money. So I'm careful about what I buy, because I want to, in the future, if I ever did want to sell some stuff, I could turn a profit. So, like, a lot of things I buy are for investments. This is actually really nicely bubble wrapped. Packaging is impressive with this. One more layer still. So here we go. This one is awesome. Nice. 9.6 white pages. X-Men number 266. 1990. 96 white pages. The first full appearance of Gambit and Mystique appearance. Nice. Yeah, the little tick, as they call it, here on the spine is why it got a 9.6 and not a 9.8. One small little flaw knocked it down to a 9.6, but yeah, that's actually a pretty nice 9.6 right there. Happy with that. Second book and last package in this box. Go up there, Gambit. There you go. I think this is also one of the graded ones that I purchased. I'm pretty sure it is. Could be wrong though. So I'm actually expecting in, I think, 4 packages right now. So it's like 1 of 4 remaining, or no, 1 of 3 remaining. This one is double boxed. And bubble wrapped. Want to fast forward through this? Give me a second. Okay, and it's free. Okay, so we've got the Revival #1, 9.8 white pages. This is from July 2012. So I think from what I read, this has been optioned into a possible TV show. Optioned. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's been optioned for a possibility in the future. So I went ahead, picked up a 9.8 just in case. So happy with that. Actually, it was pretty cheap. It was like 50 bucks or so. It wasn't that expensive for a #1 9.8 white pages. So that's what we got for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had fun. I enjoyed it. And I'll see you again next time. I'm out.